There's a spacer nut and a new bolt. Not a spacer nut, but just a spacer and a nut that goes on here. I've heard people have been burning their rear fenders with this exhaust, so I'm gonna go ahead and install this spacer because I don't want that to happen to my bike. But the person who burned their fenders said they installed this as well, so it might be all for naught. We might as well give it our best shot. Alright, hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than what you might be used to. As you can see, we're not on my bike right now. We're kind of, doing something a little bit different. What I want to do is I want to kind of put my face more on this channel instead of you guys just being on the side of my head and kind of seeing what's going on and stuff like that from a rider's perspective. But I want to take the journey, the channel off of the bike and kind of into my life and into kind of exploration, kind of stuff that I want to do. So we're going to be shifting gears a little bit, but today's a video that I kind of wanted to do for a long time. I've been throwing it on the back burner just because it really, it's annoying. It's super annoying, I'm going to tell you that much. It's about the FMF PowerCore 4. This is going to be essentially a review. I've been riding with the PowerCore 4 for about 3,500 miles on the Xt250. Mine's a 2015 version, so it's the fuel injected version. And the instructions were followed to the T, so it says you don't need anything in terms of refueling or anything like that, but I'm sure I'm going to put a power commander on there eventually. I used all of the supplied hardware. I installed the spark arrestor. Everything was on there as it should be, and I've just been having problems. I mean, like, I'll show you. So let's turn you guys around. Flip this over. Turn this down a little bit so you're not clipping. Okay, so here's the FMF PowerCore 4 on my Xt250. It's right there. So, as you can tell, there's some damage. The biggest thing that happened to me that was really annoying was my fender has melted, as you can see. Like, I used the supplied hardware and everything like that, and still my fender ended up melting. I thought it was kind of an isolated incident, and then I talked to some of the guys on the Facebook website, and they said, hey, my fender melted as well, and these are kind of the conditions that I'm putting my bike under, and they were similar to mine. So, I mean, I'm in California. I have a California Xt250, and I thought that might have been it, because technically the FMF PowerCore 4 isn't California, isn't allowed for California highway use, but people all over the place are saying, hey, I've been having the same issues, and FMF says you don't need to rejet or refuel your motorcycle in order for this exhaust system to work properly, because it's just a slip-on exhaust. But what looks to be happening to me is either my bike is running way hot, or the exhaust is just way too close to the fender and it melted. So it was a lean issue, I think, but their instructions say you don't need to refuel or anything like that, or change your carburetor settings, but evidently my bike has been running hot. I need to check my spark plug and everything like that, but that's kind of one of the biggest annoyances. Is I bought this $130+ exhaust system for my bike, and it melts my fender, and it even got so far as to melt my license plate holder as well. So I don't know if you can see that, but my license plate is actually held on by zip ties on both sides. So let me tell you what happened. So as you can see, as you can probably imagine, that exhaust heat doesn't just stop at your your fender, it just goes straight through. So what happened to me is it actually melted the bolt holding location for my license plate, and now that thing fell off. It melted my license plate frame, and because of that vibration and because of this screw missing and that mount being melted, my opposite side bolt actually got loose as well. So I mean, my fender's melted. And then I talked to FMF about the situation, and they sent me kind of a stupid reply. They were like, well, send me an invoice of where you bought the exhaust from, read me off the serial number and stuff off of the actual exhaust system, and then I'll go ahead and send it over to my R&D department. And oh yeah, if you can, go ahead and talk to some of the other people who've had this issue and go ahead and send me their contact information. So I did as much homework as I possibly could. I found enough people with the problem, and you know, this is kind of what they did in reply. They said, hey, you know, our R&D department has figured out, yes, you know, I guess the 2015 or the Xt250 in general has a problem. Go ahead and reinstall your exhaust using this spacer and it should fix your problem. Well, FMF, how is installing a new spacer supposed to fix my already melted fender and kind of license plate holder? Evidently they didn't understand what the problem was, but they sent this to me and all the people who I sent in their contact I sent their contact info to FMF. I guess they got one too, and I guess they sent me a bunch of stickers too to kind of try to make amends. But how is installing this piece of hardware supposed to fix a problem that should have been fixed before this exhaust system actually left the factory? And speaking of stickers, let me go ahead and show you what happened to the existing FMF PowerCore 4 sticker. So, speaking of stickers, let me go ahead and show you what happened to the sticker that comes actually on the exhaust. It just melted off. So, I mean, of course, you know, with an exhaust that's, you know, running hot, or an exhaust that's this hot at all, you should expect your sticker to melt off. And of course, you can pay FMF, I think $2 or $3 to get a new sticker and have one installed on your own. But really, there's nothing stamped on here that shows quality in terms of what FMF is offering versus some other guys on the market. So for example, like the DG exhausts and like some other exhausts on the market, this is kind of the quality that I guess you can expect from the FMF PowerCore 4. And your mileage may vary, but this is kind of what I've been dealing with. And honestly, it's a good exhaust. It sounds good. It opens up your bike for a lot of power. But dude, are you willing to risk that happening to your bike? And man, it bugs me. It bugs me a lot because the Xt250 is an incredibly popular bike. It's an incredibly popular bike, and it bothers me. It bothers me for a lot of different reasons. And I mean, if you have an FMF PowerCore 4 and your fender hasn't melted, then awesome, more power to you. But I have an FMF PowerCore 4. I bought it brand new. I threw it onto my bike and it melted my fender. The exhaust sounds great. It gives me a lot of extra power, but the product damaged my bike, and the product has damaged a bunch of other people's bikes, and it's just annoying. It's just annoying that FMF would say, "Oh, hey, yeah, I guess the product does have a problem. Go ahead and try to fix it with this piece of hardware." When, you know, how is that going to fix the damage that's already done? And I mean, of course, a lot of you guys are going to say that's grounds for a class action lawsuit against FMF, but I mean, look at me. I'm just a guy who does YouTube videos and stuff like that. Man, that's a bigger fish to fry. But I mean, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below, and tell me what you guys think about the FMF or what my situation is. I'd love to hear it. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. And until next time, peace out.